Welcome to Cryptids Comedians, the show where two stand-up comedians talk about mythical creatures, legendary monsters, and fabled beasts, the same way we talk about that one comedy club where no one has a bad set. The audience is always fantastic, the food is always great, and even your crap jokes get an applause break. And to be clear, this club does not exist.
Oh, and that's like Tupac had that song called Thug's Mansion.
Yeah.
It's like thugs don't go to, or, rappers, thugs, people don't, that he associates with don't go to heaven. They go to Thug Mansion. Nas did a remix of it. And like that sounds like comic heaven.
Yeah.
Comic mansion or comic townhouse.
But the reality is bad comics will be bad comics even at great comedy clubs.
Oh, yeah. And, I've hung my career on it.
I'm Thom Tran with my co-host Peter Murphy.
Hey, everybody. Peter here.
And every week we talk about a different cryptid, and I tell Peter about the history, lore, cultural significance, pop culture references, and I show him any evidence, if there is any, and he tells me why I am wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Peter, as always, for the people who are here for the first time, or they just don't know, can you tell us what a cryptid is?
Yeah. A cryptid, it's kind of interesting. It's rare, but when you experience it, you kind of don't forget it. And so a cryptid is when a child is raised with the information to them that their grandparents are actually their parents. So their grandparents are lying to them about being their parents, but in actuality, they're actually their grandparents. And, any parents, like a mother or father, might be, labeled as siblings. And then this isn't found out until later. Famously, Jack Nicholson, cryptid. Look it up. Google it.
Okay. I enjoyed that one, but as per usual, incorrect.
Oh.
A cryptid is any creature or animal that's rumored to exist, but there's never been any scientific or hard evidence to prove that it actually does exist.
Oh, that sounds more fun.
Yeah. So it's been a minute since we've had a proper sea serpent episode.
Uh-oh.
And since this is going to be our 30th episode, a little bit of a milestone for us, I thought we'd talk about a cryptid that's kind of well known from my home state, where I happen to be performing soon.
Oh.
Where you're going to be performing as well.
Yeah.
Today, we are going to Lake Champlain, a massive freshwater lake stretching between New York, Vermont, and Canada, to talk about one of North America's most enduring cryptid creatures, Champ, the Lake Champlain sea serpent.
Champ?
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that.
Have you ever heard of Champ?
The Lake Champlain sea serpent? Not at all.
No? Okay. Well, this is going to be good. Unlike some sea serpents that show up once in a while as they post for a blurry photo and then disappear forever, Champ has been showing up for centuries.
Wow.
Multiple witnesses, multiple photos, sonar readings, government protection, and honestly, pretty good resume for something that doesn't supposedly exist.
Oh.
So let's talk about Champ. Champy, as it is sometimes called, is a large sea serpent-like creature that's said to inhabit Lake Champlain, which is, again, between borders New York, Vermont, and Canada.
Cool.
It's usually described as having a long neck, a small head, one or more humps that's visible about the water. Think the Loch Ness Monster.
Or Jimmy Brogan.
But, yeah. Or
Jimmy Brogan. Yeah. Famous comedian Jimmy Brogan. Greatest line of all time. Someone was heckling him. It's been said a million times, but someone was heckling him and he goes, "Sorry, ma'am, we don't have enough microphones for everybody here." Absolutely incredible.
Fantastic. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, please.
So, Champ.
Oh, man.
Champ is kind of like the Loch Ness Monster, but more American, but maybe more a little polite, which is, I'm assuming, more because of its Canadian side. As mentioned, the lake borders New York, Vermont, and Canada. It's over 120 miles long.
Wow.
In some places, it's more than 400 feet deep. It's cold, it's dark, and it's old. And it's the kind of lake where light disappears fast, sound travels weird, and your brain starts whispering, "What if?" And Champ isn't a fun story either. Sightings that date back over 400 years. Indigenous legends predate European settlements. Champ is on road signs, literally. It's in tourism brochures. Both New York State and Vermont have laws legally protecting the monster.
Oh, wow.
just in case. Like on this sign, it says, legendary lake monster Champy lives here. Over 300 sightings reported since 1819. Up to 200 feet long. New York state law protects this regional icon.
Oh, man, that's great.
So what do you think about politicians spending their time creating laws to protect cryptids as opposed to, I don't know, making sure people aren't homeless and students aren't dumb and teachers have enough money to pay for supplies instead of out of their own pocket.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think when they put up that sign, it was like a cute, fun day. At best, it was a cute, fun day to like, this is nice. Let's invest in the lore and the tourism and the silliness of our time. But at worst, it's maybe a distraction from all the things that you were just talking about.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they need a little distraction.
I like a little levity in my politicians, like to be smart enough to know how to make a joke, when to tell a joke, and to be silly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who's in charge of this, but whomever, decided to put up the sign, or whoever decided to invest in Champy. That's cute. It's cute and fun. And I bet that was a nice day. Like a friend of mine has the key to the city of Hornell, New York.
Oh, really?
Isn't that nice?
Where Hornell University is.
Yes, exactly. He's the key to the city.
Why? Why does he have?
Because he came from there, and he has done great things in the entertainment world, and he represents the city of Hornell wherever he goes.
Oh.
His name's Andy Lee. He's an incredible television writer, and they didn't have to give him the key to the city, but if you carry your city pride with you, then that's something to be celebrated. Just like any town, any city is trying to find their thing to hang their hat on. For instance, like in Florida, I'm from Cape Coral, and I'm not so much proud of it, but I am willing to talk about it. And the way that people get celebrated, athletes, entertainers, people in the public eye, people get celebrated. In Florida, there was a time where every city was trying to compete with the roller coaster boom of the 90s. Mm-hmm. Universal Studios came up, Islands of Adventure came up, then water parks started to inhabit just about every city. It's like, oh, well, you got this cool thing here. And so we had Sunsplash. That was fun. But anybody that knows about Cape Coral, I'm happy to talk to them about it. And every city's got to be known for something.
So,
right?
So every town wants their little time in the spotlight. So you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind
Lake Champlain.
No.
Spending time and resources.
And you're from this area. No, not at all. And you're from this area, and you're offended that they would take time and resources?
I'm offended anytime a politician takes time and resources and money from constituents and tax dollars to do something that is not helping in a real way.
Yeah. You don't appreciate the cute stuff. You're like, this is money spent.
Yeah. The cute stuff is one thing. But to write laws, when most politicians don't read the laws that are on the books now, they have assistants and whatever read them. Like I know I sound like a downer on this saving Champ law,
right?
But
you just want to hunt him. You want to be able to hunt Champ, drag him from the water, say, "Look what I got."
I want to see how it tastes. No, you know what? I appreciate the cryptozoologist in me appreciates the effort to take care of and protect what could possibly be legendary icons. In theory.
Right.
But it's like when I found out some politician in Sacramento decided to take time, money, and effort into supporting a bill that let people have black license plates as opposed to like the white or blue ones because it looked cool. I was like, dude, there's other stuff going on. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but as a politician, I imagine that job gets pretty boring. You got to do something fun for yourself. But maybe that's what you sign up for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you can't. I'm asking for these politicians to have a personality, but I also that's like helpful, but also they need to be effective, and so hopefully on the spectrum of where they land, it's somewhere closer to where you are, and then a day or two a month to be silly.
You know what? If they solved 75, 80% of the actual problems in government, locally, state level, federal, cool.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hell, solve 60% of those problems, and then go, all right, we have to write a law to save Bigfoot or the Lake Champlain Monster. Cool. But when there's so much governmental incompetence, and then somebody's like, oh, by the way, we're going to do this law to save this possibly make-believe animal.
Yeah, it's like dessert. It's like, okay, what do you're only eating ice cream. You're only going to...
I'm not saying let's not save Champ.
Yeah.
100%. But let's fix other problems first. That's all I'm saying. But
there's many things in front of Champ.
Yes. But there's a reason maybe why they had to institute that law, because it's not one drunk fisherman or one fuzzy photo that saw Champ. We are talking about patterns, repeated descriptions, independent eyewitnesses, similar sightings decades apart. So let's see what makes Champ interesting. Let's get into the lore, legend, and history, starting with what is Champ's indigenous origins. Long before Lake Champlain and Champ had a catchy name, Native American tribes in the region, especially the Iroquois, spoke of a powerful horned serpent or water spirit living in the lake.
Ooh.
Wasn't a monster. It was more of a guardian, a force of nature associated with storms, dangerous waters, respect for the lake. Basically, don't mess around in the water.
Yeah.
So we're already seeing a theme. Something big, something living deep, and something people believed deserves some caution and respect. In 1609, explorer Samuel de Champlain, yes, that Champlain.
He named after the French region of Champlain.
That's Champagne.
Oh,
Champagne.
Sure. Oh, yes.
But
this is the cousin.
Yes, this is the cousin twice removed. Samuel de Champlain claimed to have seen a massive creature in the water. He described it as being serpent-like, was roughly 20 feet, thick-bodied, powerful, skeptical of what some people thought. Earlier explorers say he exaggerated, but they were also extremely observant, writing for official records, and not known for casually inventing monsters in journals meant for kings. So throughout the 17 and 1800s, reports continued with fishermen seeing long shapes moving against the current, multiple humps surfacing and submerging, objects moving with intention, not drifting.
Whoa.
And then there was the Captain Crumb encounter in 1819. One of the most famous early sightings comes from Captain Crumb, which, by the way, amazing name.
Great cereal. Captain Crumb.
Yes.
Great. I mean, great. If
except that it cuts the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Eating it dry, Captain Crunch, your cereal is it's a deadly weapon.
You know what? Okay, so Captain Crumb, obviously Captain Crunch, exists, cuts the roof of your mouth, but that's a small price to pay for a sugary cereal in the morning. I think Captain Crumb would be better, and it's just crumbed up, shaved Captain Crunch with marshmallows.
We can do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
We can just take Captain Crunch and just
put it in a blender.
Down.
Yeah, it's a great topping. Sounds like a great topping.
And then, have you not had like yogurt with Captain Crunch? Like,
that's a great idea. But that's Captain Crumb.
What was that froyo place that was really big for a while? Menchie's?
Pinkberry. Oh, my.
Pinkberry.
Yeah, Pinkberry.
Are those still around?
I think there's some Pinkberry still around.
Those were all over the place.
That was hot for a minute.
There was a Pinkberry across the street from Menchie's in Sherman Oaks. Very local reference.
Yeah.
And it was like they battled for supremacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boy, yeah, I can see that.
So Crumb claimed that he saw a massive serpent with large eyes, 3 visible teeth. He only had 3 teeth. So a meth head. basically.
Yeah, it's got to eat something down there. What's it eating in this lake, and what's even available in that lake? It's a lake, so are people like putting fish in there?
I mean, fish. There are fish in the lake, right?
Right, but how do they get there?
Uh,
Like initially, you know what I mean?
well,
They don't just drop from the sky.
they don't drop from the sky. Like the lakes are connected to rivers. Rivers go out to the seas, and the fish go in there.
Whoa.
Right? Is that how that works? Geography?
I guess,
Geography?
but I
Is that how that
imagine that's how geography works. I imagine somebody's keeping track of how many fish are in the lake, right? Or adding to it, because people go fishing on the lake, don't they? Unless that's not allowed. I mean, we know it's not allowed for champ, but is it allowed for other fish?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How do they keep track of how many fish are in the lake? But I mean, if the lake is connected to a river all the time, you're going to have a migration of fish.
Oh, you think they go there
Yeah.
for like a vacation?
Because I know
it's like Fish Lake.
well, I know like Lake Erie, my hometown, is connected to the rest of the Great Lakes through the Niagara River, and the Niagara River goes out to the sea, and that's just like an inlet from the sea. So I'm assuming I don't know how geography works.
Yeah,
I failed that course.
Who can tell?
But he claimed to see this animal with 3 teeth, only 3 teeth, and a white star-shaped marking on its forehead, which I feel like he was a little too close to notice that.
Yeah.
Like if you see a star-shaped marking on anything's little head, you may be a little too close.
Yeah.
He estimated the length to be over 100 feet, which may be an exaggeration. But here's the thing. Crum was a respected local. His account was widely published, and it matched earlier descriptions in shape and movement. Strip away the size estimate, and the core description holds up. And then there was the Sandra Manzi photo of 1977.
Classic.
If you've ever seen an image of Champ, it's probably this one that was taken by Sandra Manzi. I think that's how you pronounce it. In 1977, Manzi photographed something rising out of the lake near Vermont. The photo shows a long, dark neck, a small head coming cleanly out of the water, and then the image became iconic. So, of course, skeptics would say it's a log, it's debris, it's a hoax. Now, looking at that photo, Peter, would you describe any of that as a log or debris or possibly a hoax?
Man, the heart wants what the heart wants, and your eyes don't always see what's there, right? This could be just a reflection of the water. I mean, obviously, I want to see a Jurassic type animal in the water turning its head to the, and its head is like to the back of us here, and it's staring off into the distance. But I see a log, and I see a sandbar, essentially, or like, something's poking up out of the water. In Florida, we had like sandbars, which is, for one, the coolest name for any bar on the beach. But
were there any bars actually called the Sandbar? And if not, why not?
In every single beach town. Every single beach town, there's at least one sandbar. But
and if there isn't, you failed.
Yeah, exactly. You failed. Do it. Sandbar, you float out, swim out, and then there's like a collection of sand that you can kind of stand on. It's kind of funny. But the same way that we could stand on it, I imagine trash can collect on there too. And it'll look like whatever you want it to look like.
Then you're just standing on soda cans.
Right. Yeah. And no soda cans are free on stolen land.
Right. So the skeptics called it a log, debris, a hoax. Supporters insist that the object casts a shadow. The shape appears flexible, and logs don't typically rise vertically from a lake like they're checking the weather.
Oh, interesting.
So even today, the photo remains unexplained. Champ sightings aren't anonymous. Some notable witnesses include Bishop Sherman, a Vermont state employee who reported a large, dark creature with a long neck in 1983.
Well, he's a bishop, so we can believe him.
I think his last name was Bishop.
Oh.
Yeah.
So from the Bishop
Or his
family.
first name was Bishop, like Jean Grey and Scott Summers' son.
Spoiler alert, yes. He didn't know until he met him, but also probably from the Bishop region of France.
I don't know if there is a Bishop region in France.
We'll look it up later. But
We'll look it up later. Another notable
trust him.
sighting was Peter Baudet, a former police officer who claimed a close-range sighting while boating. He may or may not be related to Tom Baudet.
Whoa, Tom Baudet, the commercial guy.
Leave the light on for you, guy.
Oh, he will, yeah.
Nathan H. Mooney, who described a creature swimming against strong currents, something floating debris doesn't typically do. And many witnesses describe the same body type. They report a calm but deliberate movement. They emphasize that it looked alive. And then there is sonar and scientific curiosity. Sonar scans in Lake Champlain have detected large moving objects, shapes inconsistent with known fish species, and targets traveling at steady speeds. Is any of this definitive proof? No. But they are consistent anomalies, and science pays attention to consistencies.
That's true.
So what could Champ be? What do you think Champ could be?
I think Champ is just like a collection of oddly shapen, discarded items, garbage.
Okay.
I think we want. I mean, I don't know if there was something actually that size, then there would be no other living fish in that area because they would have to eat something.
Mm-hmm. They would have to eat a lot of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is over 100 feet long, right?
Reportedly.
With a star on its head?
Yep.
Oh.
Like a Kiss Army fan just painting stuff on its head.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like it was like, what's it gonna eat? It's gotta eat something.
Mm-hmm.
And also, by now, does it have a family?
Yeah, because then you have to talk about what kind of population is required to keep animals like that going. Like you can't just have a dude.
Yeah.
Or just a dudette. I don't know if people still say dudette.
I think dude's like for everybody.
Dude is dude for everybody now?
I think dude's for me, dude's for everybody. For some people, guy is for everybody. Like so a couple guys.
Hey guys.
I
just say friend. Anytime I'm talking to any woman who I'm not super close with, even with people I am super close with, I'm just, hello, friend.
Never know. You never know where you are.
You don't know what kind of day they've had. You don't know what's going to set them off. Anything other than that, just be like, hey, friend.
I never know where I stand with you, Tom. Quite frankly.
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
Somewhere between friend and friend.
So, let's talk about what it could be. One leading theory is that Champ resembles a plesiosaur-like animal with its long neck, small head, and large bodies. But plesiosaurs were marine reptiles. However, evolution happens as, what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum would say.
Finds a way.
Freshwater adaptations exist. That happens. Saltwater creatures will wind up in lakes sometimes and wind up thriving in freshwater conditions.
Ooh.
And Lake Champlain connects to other waterways historically, like I said. So another possibility is that it could be an unknown species of giant eel. It could be a relic population of prehistoric fish. Like people have found these giant eels living in Lake Champlain. Like, if this thing sticks its head up out of the water, maybe,
Yeah. No. No. Come on. You never seen an eel before? You never seen a fish before? Like, come on.
Okay. So what Champ probably isn't is a single floating log that's been sighted hundreds of times over 4 centuries.
It could be a log. It could be like a misshapen piece of a submarine.
In a lake?
Yeah, I mean, how do fish end up in a lake? How does a submarine end up in a lake? How does something like this end up in a lake? Through rivers and channels. And
this is true.
And, also, this is bordering on what? You said Connecticut, New York.
Vermont, New York, and Canada.
Vermont, New York, Canada. So what's happening is, here's the thing. This is the answer right here. People dump trash, their bodies, discarded objects from New York into the ocean, into this lake. People from New York discard bodies, trash, junk, dump into the lake. Then people from Vermont are like, throwing their maple syrup in there, and then the garbage and bodies and discarded items are melded together and held tight by the maple syrup. And then the Canadians that are discovering these things, they're too polite to say, "Oh, America's filled with trash." They're just like, "Oh, this must be some type of mythical beast."
I know Canadians that don't say America's filled with trash, but I knew Canadians that will tell us we are trash to our faces.
Oh, that's good.
And most of them are my family.
Great.
They've told me I was trash.
That's nice.
So there are legal protections because, well, of course there are. Why not? In the 1980s, Vermont passed a resolution protecting Champ, not because they proved Champ exists, but because Champ is culturally important. And right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so.
Everything's important.
Champ is culturally important, and if something does live there, maybe don't shoot at it first and then ask questions later. I feel like there are people that could take that lesson.
Don't shoot first. Han shot first.
Han did shoot first, yes. Champ is quietly become a pop culture icon. You've seen Champ in TV and films. He's been featured on the History Channel, the Discovery Channel, Monster Quest, because of course, usually accompanied by dramatic music, serious experts. One local who usually says, "I know what I saw." There are hundreds of sightings that are documented throughout the course of decades now, ranging from the 60s really up until modern day.
Wow.
Champ once again refuses to show up clearly on camera, bringing us back to your theory, Peter, that cryptids, they exhibit some sort of magical power to make cameras blurry.
Go blurry, yeah. Even in today's day and age, yeah.
Champ also shows up in music, sports, tourism, weirdly in Champ-inspired folk songs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's like Puff the Magic Dragon.
Okay.
It's like Champ, the magic sea eel.
He shows up at team mascots, festivals, boat tours. He's really a symbol of the region, and it's become a reason to visit Lake Champlain, if not just for the beauty of the lake itself.
Yeah, you can't just have the beauty of the lake.
No.
You got to have something in there.
Who would want to go to nature just to see beauty?
I don't know. I figure you get there and it's like a lot of cigarette butts on the ground. You don't want to take your shoes off. A lot of jagged rocks. If you don't have a boat, you're really not enjoying yourself. You don't want to put a towel down. Maybe it's a chair.
Yeah.
As far as lake go, clean lake, towel down, you're chilling. Dirty lake, maybe you're just standing around. You got a keg in a trash can, and some people are in lawn chairs. Or Adirondack chairs, if you can bring a portable one. Gosh, I love an Adirondack chair.
What is an Adirondack chair?
Adirondack chair. It's one of those chairs that's like, it's like a permanently reclining, stiff wooden chair. The same way that it's like a rocking chair, but in permanent lean back mode.
Oh, like the ones at Cracker Barrel.
It's not. Yes, there are rocking chairs at Cracker Barrel, but then there are Adirondack
No, I know what
chairs.
a rocking chair is.
Right.
I know, I've seen.
But it's not. There's no rocking. You just kind of like slide into it. Your legs are up a little bigger, a little
That's
higher.
What those are called?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Adirondack chairs. Yeah,
we'll look it up later.
Yeah. Adirondack chairs.
So, does Champ exist? What do
you know? Oh man, I've been hit or miss on the positive stuff lately, just in life and on this podcast. However, you know what? People want to believe and they want to see what they want to see, and I'm not mad at them for that. However, I don't think something like this gets into a lake like that.
Very low on the realometer this week.
Yeah, maybe a 2. Maybe
really?
a 2. Yeah. I want to believe.
We're talking Vanilla Ice territory.
Yeah.
Almost Milli Vanilli territory.
Were we too harsh on Milli Vanilli?
Absolutely, we were too harsh on Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
I apologize wholeheartedly for everything I ever said to Milli Vanilli, about Milli Vanilli. Not that I ever said anything to Milli Vanilli, but yes, extremely harsh.
Too harsh.
Considering what has happened to media and music and entertainment, quote unquote, in general now. Yeah, we exceptionally harsh on Milli Vanilli. They did not deserve all the hatred they got.
No.
I mean, times have also changed, but for the worse, I feel. Because the reason people were so angry at Milli Vanilli was because people wanted to believe the talent of these two gentlemen. Because talent, believe it or not, was important at a point. At one point, talent was important. They wanted to believe these two handsome German men could dance and sing the way they sang, and it was aspirational. And then it turned out they couldn't. And now it seems like having actual talent doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but having a little sea serpent in your lake, that could mean a lot for tourism.
It could mean a lot for Lake Champlain.
Champlain.
And Lake Champlain. So we don't know if Champ actually exists, but here is what we do know. The sightings are consistent. Witnesses are credible.
Okay.
The lake is big. It's unexplored. History shows us that we are bad at finding things in the water.
True. Yeah, think about the Titanic submersible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found the Titanic, but also they find death. They found death, yeah.
So Champ could be a living fossil, could be an undiscovered species, or something we just don't have a name for. Yeah. But maybe that's the point, because as long as Lake Champlain is deep, dark, and quiet, Champ has room to swim.
Oh, and you know what? I hope nobody messes with Champ.
I mean, there's laws against it now.
Good. I bet there's like a high school that has a mascot based on Champ.
Oh, absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
So what are your final thoughts on Champ?
You know, I want Champ to be real. It's more likely that Champ is a collection of debris, trash, dumped bodies held together by Vermont maple syrup than a actual serpent or, you know, underwater beast with a star on its head. But, you know, yeah, that's about it.
I don't know how I
you?
feel about you dragging the good name of Vermont maple syrup into this homicidal description of what you think this.
What else? I mean,
is.
yeah, what else is keeping it together? Keeping all the debris together.
You have a very good point.
Yeah.
Do I think Champ exists?
What do you think?
In reality, I would love for there to be a sea serpent in a lake in my home state.
That's what we all want, yeah.
I don't think statistically it's possible. The number of breeding pairs would have to exist to keep this animal and its ilk going for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It would have to be so that population would have to be so big. You would have sightings every day.
And it would have to own the lake. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Pretty much like own the lake. That's what you would go to that lake for, to see a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like a zoo.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it very low on the real meter. Unfortunately, I do wish Champ was a real thing, but
Champ will live in our hearts.
Maybe while we're both in New York, we can take the time to go check out Champ.
Visit Champ. Yeah. Hey, why not? I love Champ.
So that's the end of the episode. Peter, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Oh, man, on the internet, search Peter Murphy on Instagram or go to petermurphythecomedian.com. You can see, me being funny just in general on those places, and it will shoot you out to different hubs of social media. Tom, what about you? Where can people see you online?
I can be found my website, thomtran.com, thomtran.com. All my tour dates are up there. If you want to see me, I'm going to be looks like I might be going to South Korea.
Wow.
And Puerto Rico.
Oh.
And Europe.
Oh, wow.
So this could be a very busy international year.
Woo. That's great, man.
Yeah.
Fun, exciting times.
Check the website, thomtran.com, thomtran.com. I'm on all the socials at _Thom Tran, THOMTRAN. I'm also on YouTube, youtube.com/Thom No, not mine.
You have to have the @ sign, don't you?
No, mine is just Thom Tran online. This show is at Cryptids and Comedians.
Okay.
I don't know why. Made no sense.
That's what they want. Who knows?
But whatever. That's what it is.
Cool.
Find us on there. If you're listening on the podcast player, leave us a 5-star rating, nice comment. Maybe we'll start reading comments on the podcast. If there is a cryptid you want us to take a look at and go in depth to and kind of rant about, also add us at all the places and let us know. If you're watching online, like, subscribe, tell a friend. That's how we get new viewers to the show.
That's it.
But thanks for watching, and you
stay magical.
Magical. That's what we say. Stay magical.